Good morning, class 7A and 7B. This is Miss Seshu. This is the video for number 3 for the topic States of Matter. The references are in the course book, page 72, 73 and 74. So in this topic, the states of matter, today we are going to see about changing state. So these are all the keywords you have already learned in the previous classes itself. Okay, so for example, if you keep a solid ice in the warmer place, what will be happening? So after some time, if you leave an ice in the warmer place, it will be changes into liquid water. And still if you leave that water like that, what will happen? Yes, that means after some time that liquid water will be changes into gas. So how these are happening, let us see. Here you can see the picture solid, liquid and gas. For example, if you leave a solid ice in a warmer place, it will be changes into liquid water. That is in the process called melting. That means solid melts to give liquid. And still if you leave this water same like that, after some time in the process of evaporation, this liquid form will be changes into gas. So here you can understand two processes, melting and evaporation. From the solid melts to give liquid and the liquid evaporates to give gas. So for example, if you have a rain, you can see some puddles on the road. That puddles will be disappear after 2 or 3 days. So what is happening in there? That means here the process of evaporation is going on. By the heat of the sun, the water vapor will be forming. That warmness from the sun, it is getting into the upper layer of that puddle water. That water will be changing into a gas that is nothing but water vapor, also called as invisible gas. Up to here you have seen melting and evaporation. So when this warm gas is getting colder enough, it will be changing into again liquid form. That means gas, when it is getting colder, that will be changing into liquid form. That is in the process called condensation. That means here you can give the statement gas condenses to give liquid water. And this liquid, if you put in the fridge liquid water, that will be changing into a solid form. That is in the statement you can give liquid freezes to give solid state. Okay, so here you can understand that melting is a reversible process for freezing and evaporation is a reversible for condensation. Okay, so up to now we have seen evaporation, melting, freezing and condensation. So this, by looking at this picture, you can say the another process. What's the process going on here? That is called boiling. When you heat the water until the temperature reaches the 100 degrees Celsius. When the water reaches 100 degrees Celsius, that is the boiling point of the water. We know this already. Okay, so when the water reaches 100 degrees Celsius, you can see the steam is appearing from the water. This is nothing but the water gets boiling. When the water is boiling, you can see the steam coming out from the water. So do not get confused in between evaporation and boiling. These two are not same. Evaporation doesn't need more temperature, but the boiling needs 100 degrees Celsius of temperature. So, if the water vapor or steam touches something cold, it condenses and changes back into liquid water. This process is called condensation. So, in this manner, we have understood that the process are changing from one state to another state. Okay, just let's move on to the next procedure, measuring volumes. That means these are the equipment we are using in the laboratories for measuring the volume of the liquids. This is the beaker, and these are the spoons, measuring spoons, cups, and the cylinders. Okay, these are the cylinders. So let us see how we can measure and give the measurements for the volume of a water. Here you can see a beaker and holding some water. Okay, so take a beaker and put some water in it and take the measurements how much water you have kept. For example, like this. Where the water stops, that is the measurement we are thinking. But for the volume of the water, we will see the meniscus point. This is the meniscus point. How to find out meniscus point? Here you will see a ring-like structure in the water. Okay, so first here you can see the first eye making a diagonal, that is the parallax error, and here also the opposite diagonal is a parallax error, and the middle eye is looking at the range of the meniscus. This is the meniscus point. This is the actual measurement of the water in the cylinder. That means here you can see the curve, the lower curve of the water is the meniscus point. So, how much liquid in the container? Here you can see the ring-like structure. This is the ring-like structure. We can say the meniscus point is the lower curve, not the upper curve. This is not the point. This is the meniscus point. So, in between 100 and 150, what the point it will be? The number we will see, that is the meniscus point of this liquid. And in this cylinder you can see here. Look, this is the ring appeared. So this point is the meniscus point, not this one. Okay, so just have a practice. Here, practice measuring the volume of a liquid. Here you have given 4 cylinders with water in ml. So just look at the picture and write in the line given below for you. Just pause the video and draw these 4 pictures in your white paper in the notebook of science and write the measurements. So let's moving on to the measuring temperature. When you look this, what you will remember? Yes, automatically we will remember the temperature of our body. So when we have more temperature, then we will use this equipment. This is the nothing but equipment measuring for body temperature. Okay, when we are suffering from fever, this is the equipment we will use to measure our body temperature. This is the mercury inserted inside it. When it touches with the body temperature heat, that the heat will be increasing the mercury level like this. Okay, so The normal body temperature of human is 36.5 to 37.5 degrees Celsius. In Fahrenheit also we can measure. These are the Celsius measurement. In Fahrenheit also we can measure. That is, the normal temperature of the human body is 97.7 to 99.5. And this is the equipment to measure the weather. So for measuring the weather also we have the equipment known as thermometers. Here you can see, this is the hot temperature reading. This is the liquid level raised up like this. So in the volume of a liquid we are looking for the meniscus point. Same like that we will measure the point in the temperature for the weather for the upper point of the meniscus. Okay. So the liquid inside the thermometer expands as it gets hotter. You read the temperature from the scale. Place your eye level with the top of the liquid in the thermometer. I hope you understand the measuring of the temperatures. Okay, so that's all for today. Have a good day.